So yeah, I'm getting my breasts done before Emma's, which I never thought would be the case. But welcome back, we're live. Radio Rig coming at you. A bit of an impromptu episode today. We weren't originally planning to film, but some recent events have resulted in us needing to have a chat. I've got some serious beef with my co-host Harry. But first, how are you, Harry?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, very good. Yeah, chilling. I'm a bit nervous about what you're gonna point me out for, but I thought I did nothing wrong. But we'll see.
So for audio listeners, which I don't think we've got many of because I'm yet to upload this to Spotify, I promise you I am getting it sorted. So to all of you that keep DMing me every week asking, will this podcast be on Spotify? It will, when my monkey brain can work out how to do it. Okay, I've been a bit preoccupied, so for those of you watching the video, yes, I'm in a sling. Yes, my pec is purple and black, and yes, it is currently not attached. So Harry was up here on Mondays, you know, from last podcast. Came up Monday, had a few house viewings, which we can talk about a bit later in the video. And then Tuesday we woke up, we thought, yeah, it's push day, let's go hit a nice push session. And literally the first working set of the session, for chest, my pec decides to not function anymore and is now in a different postcode. So yeah, that was nice. I don't know where we start with this because there's so much that's gone on.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it was like because you've got obviously your point of view, but I was stood over the top of you and I watched it go, which was not nice to see. You never want to see that from like a mate standpoint, and seeing your mate go through that, but also watching a muscle ping off the bone is not.
It
not
was
very nice.
Pretty rank. It was. Yeah, it was the crunch. Like I could feel it just crunch. It was awful. Like, because I've seen pet tests before. We've all seen that Ryan Crowley video. Like, we've all seen it happen. And the thing is, you're naive and you never think it's going to happen to you. And especially, like, I can hand on heart say, right, I was well hydrated, trained at my normal time, everything was standard. We did a full warm up. I did, like, the first working set for chest was straight into a press. That's how it's programmed by Kyle. I still did 3 warm up sets on a pec fly, as I always would. Like, my chest was pumped. It was ready to go. The set itself, I was doing 4 plates, which is heavy, don't get me wrong. And someone kindly pointed out to me that in my last YouTube video, one of my last YouTube videos, I was training push. And I was warming up and I said, I'm going to do 3.5 today. I think I could easily do 4, but I don't want to snap my pec. The following rotation, I did 4 plates and snapped my pec. So that aged well. But the week before, I did 3.5 plates for something like 11. It was so comfortable. And
3 and a 15 moved.
Yeah, like we warmed up slowly, and I was pondering with Harry. I was like, 3 and a 15 is probably the smart. I'm going to do 1 set of it and feel it. And I did it for a rep, and it was so light that I was like, I can do 4, no problem. Yeah. And in fairness, I still believe, hand on heart, I would have had that set for 8 reps. Like the first rep was easy.
Yeah, given how that first rep moved, 6 to 8. Yeah.
Moved a bit too quick, right? So I get it to the top, a nice slow controlled eccentric again. For anyone who don't know, this is on literally a Smith machine on a 10-degree incline. Very safe. If you've not seen my training, the video's on Instagram, right? It is slow and controlled. On the way down the eccentric, my pec just literally, my left pec pinged, and yeah, Harry kindly spotted me. It was not his fault. I would love to say it was and give him some grief, but if anything, I'm very grateful he was there, because it's not even like I got carried away being like, oh, Harry's here, like I've got a spot for once, I'm going to really try and look like go heavy. I was going to do 4 plates regardless. I had it in my head. I nearly did it the week prior anyway and pushed it back another week to make sure I'm going to be ready in that. And the pec went. So shit happens, we move. Following that, so I'd driven us to the gym because Harry was staying at my house. So this was quite an eventful thing, is we're now, Harry and I are stuck at the gym. I obviously need to go to hospital to get it scanned. And probably shouldn't drive with a torn pec. So I didn't drive. And we're not going to say on the internet that Harry drove my car home. No. But we did actually get home, all 3 of us in the car, without crashing. And Harry can now say that he has driven a Porsche. Not my Porsche, obviously. That'd be incredibly irresponsible. But you did. And all I'll say from that, mate, is you desperately need new brakes in your car. Badly.
Yes, hypothetically, it was a jolty start. Let's put it that way.
It was. Let's just say, like, I sat in the passenger seat, which meant the seatbelt was coming across me this way, straight onto this detached pec. And obviously the car's got, it's a Taycan Turbo S, so it's got carbon ceramic brakes, which are very sensitive, to say the least.
When you're used to driving a 2011 Polo, which has been through the wars, then it's a bit different.
Which has no brake pads left. So it was a few aggressive stops, but then you got the hang of it. To be fair, it was quite a smooth journey. So got home, and then we got home and we ate post-workout first because catabolic window. We've got to get our food in.
Well, you say ate post-workout, you mean throw it across the kitchen floor?
Yeah, okay. I'm still doing that, by the way. Em gets well annoyed at me, right? I'm pretty disabled right now. Temporarily disabled, but disabled. And I like to be independent. But me trying to be independent, like I'm thinking, I don't want to be a burden on other people. I probably make their lives harder because I'll go and try and cut some fruit or some veg or some chicken, and I'll just end up spraying it across the room. So then they've got to not only then come and help me cut the rest of it, but also then go and pick up all the shit that I sprayed everywhere. But I feel good trying to do stuff.
Because I know you were independent. I know you want to just like crack on and do it on your own. So I was sat there like, do I ask him? Do I not? Does he want some help? I don't know. Like just like trying to figure out, does he need me to cook him chicken and rice for him? And the answer was yes, because otherwise it was going everywhere.
Yeah. But we got the post-workout in, and then I headed to Rotherham Hospital, which was a fun experience. You dropped me off kindly, and then I just made you and them go, to be fair. You both offered to stay, but I was like, there's no point three of us being sat here because it's so pointless. I kind of knew as well, like I've injured myself enough at this point that there was nothing A&E were going to do for me. Like the NHS, yes, we've got free healthcare in the UK because I know we've got a few international listeners. Free healthcare is not what you think it is, right? It is for certain things, and if given the option, do I want the NHS or not want the NHS, I'm always going to choose it, okay? Because when it comes to giving birth or getting my asthma inhalers right, it saves a lot of fucking money. But it has its downsides that they are overrun like fuck, meaning that when you go to A&E, you're sat there for hours before you're seen. So I think the first time I was there for 4 hours, I had an X-ray about 3.5 hours in, and obviously an X-ray for a torn muscle is not going to show much. We knew this, but it's just part of its procedure, basically. Stupid procedure, because it's wasting their time and their expenses, but they did the X-ray, couldn't see anything. Sent me home with a sling, and basically said, we'll be in touch to refer you to the fracture clinic to eventually get you an MRI. It's been 2.5 days. I have still not been contacted to even get a consultation with a physio who could then refer me for an MRI. So if I waited for the NHS, my pec's not getting seen for probably 4 weeks minimum, meaning that all they've done is given me a sling and sent me on my way. No painkillers, nothing, and my pec is like just not attached at all.
Yeah, that's not okay, is it?
Which is mental in it. So luckily, I am very fortunate that I can, pay private. So we got straight on it with sorting stuff when I got back from the hospital. Managed to book a few MRIs, which are actually really hard to do. Like I've been on the phone to 17 clinics, mate.
17?
Yeah, like genuinely, I'm not taking the piss. I spent the last 2 days on the phone because you can MRI any body part you want, apart from your chest, it turns out, because it's really hard to MRI it.
Yeah, you had to go and do your chest, didn't you? Couldn't.
Yeah, exactly. I did get the MRI yesterday, which was an experience, but first, before that, let's try and keep the track record. After I got back from the hospital, I was at home for like an hour or two, and if you look at video now, you can see like my arm is especially black and bloody, basically. It's just a load of blood under the skin, which is what all bruises are, but it was getting incredibly like full of just blood, so like lots of internal bleeding. So I rang 111 just to be like, doesn't seem that normal for a tear. I get it's going to bruise, but this bruising seems extreme. I was on the phone to them for about half an hour. They were asking loads of questions, and they basically concluded, you got to go back to hospital because we're concerned of internal bleeding in that area with the heart and stuff. It's a concern. So about 6 p.m. I go back to hospital. I did not leave A&E then till about 3:30 in the morning. It's a really fun evening, right? That entire time, I had no painkillers, absolutely nothing. Genuinely just went back to hospital, sat there for 8 hours, and sent me back home again. That was it. Because 111 said I have to be seen within 2 hours for internal bleeding. I wasn't seen for like 6.5 hours. So if I had internal bleeding, I was fucked anyway. So I kind of got to 3 in the morning, and they were like, nothing we can do now, we'll refer you, blah, 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 go home. And I was like, sound, I was told to come back, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Did them go with you? Did them go with you for that?
No, I told her to stay at home. It is gross, Rotherham Hospital, right, for people who don't know. I walked in this second time. There was a bloke, a smack kid and his mate, shirtless. One was singing at the top of his lungs. The other was, like, scratching himself, going around the floor just outside A&E, picking up eaten food wrappers, licking the inside of them, trying to, like, find food and shit. and then would like look at you and stare at you, and you just eyes down so you don't get a nitty starting on you. It was not pleasant, and there was other people throwing up. Half the chairs had like this mysterious blood splatter on them, which I'm pretty sure is a health hazard. Yeah, it was not a fun experience, but we made it through. I got a referral letter.
You got home at like what, 3:30, 4?
Half 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
All in all, I do have a full YouTube video coming out on this day because I did vlog parts of it. Raw, authentic reaction. Like, I wasn't in the worst spirits. Like, it sucks, but it's happened. There's nothing I can do about it now, so I was just kind of like, be as positive as possible, get it sorted. Getting back from the hospital at 4 in the morning, I was like, I'd been sweating all day, I've been sat in hospital, you just want a shower before you get in bed. I get in the shower, and then it suddenly hit me, like, how to say what I actually am. So I could just about wash this armpit with my good hand, and then I go to wash my right armpit, and I'm just standing there like, there's nothing I can do. My pec's not attached right now, so I've got no adduction or abduction of this arm. So I just can't reach it. So I'm there with a bar of soap trying to, like, get in there myself. And it was so bleak. I was just stood there like, oh, this is it. This is my life for the next 8 weeks. I just can't even wash by myself.
You need one of those like the loafers on the end of a stick. That's what
I've ordered one, mate. It's coming. Yeah.
Otherwise, Emma's gonna have a funny 8 weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be really well. I figured already she's going to Spain anyway for a week, so I need to sort something out.
Oh, that's I'll get onto that in a minute.
God, there's so much to talk about here. But anyway, so carried on the events, went to bed, woke up 2 hours later because, one, it was a shit night's sleep, because obviously my chest is crippled, and I needed to phone the doctors because the referral letter I got...
How did you sleep, by the way? Like, what, did you sit upright? Did you lie down?
A load of pillows and just kind of like... Imagine you had a hair transplant, just like on your back, staring at the ceiling with like a broken neck. Wasn't comfortable. Still not comfortable. No. Don't. Still trying to work out how to sleep. But the referral letter from the GP, not GP, the doctor at the hospital, basically says suspected pec tear, possibly needs an MRI, because they can't legally say I need an MRI, which means I then can't use that as a referral for a private MRI thing, which is mental. Just take my money and scan me, right? You guys want money, I want my pec scan, just let me pay. So that's why I had to phone 17 different places, because most places weren't accepting it. I managed to get Will, my sports therapist, he does my tissue work. Like, credit to Will, he's been a massive help these last few days. So if you need tissue work, if you're in Barnsley or Rotherham, he's your guy. He's unbelievable. He wrote a referral letter for me, which is obviously just like, it is a legit referral, but it doesn't mean anything. Like, and that got me in for a MRI yesterday, which took 75 minutes in this MRI machine. I didn't really fit. They weren't hopeful it was going to come out good, because obviously MRIs you have to be really still. The area they're scanning, funnily enough, you have to breathe. So as you're breathing, it can fuck up the image. Funnily enough, it did fuck up the image. So I paid 350 quid for an MRI, waited till this morning for the results. I spent 20 minutes on the phone getting them to send the results to the surgeon I was meeting with today and to the other surgeon I'm meeting with tomorrow. They did that, sent the results. They didn't tell me there were no results to send. So I was sat on the phone going through all these details of where they need to send it. Yeah. They sent it. It turns out there's just nothing on the results. They just saying, like, yeah, it's completely pointless. We couldn't see anything.
Were you in the machine for 75 minutes?
Yeah, stuck. Because the worst bit is, if anyone's ever had an MRI, you have like a little buzzer that lets them know when you need to come out, because it's very claustrophobic.
Does that work?
I dropped the buzzer, mate. So I was lying on my back, hands like fingers interlinked, and this big thing pressed down on top of me to keep me still. Buzzer they meant to put on like my belly button so I could reach it. Yeah. It just fell between my legs the minute I went in there. And I was also told I'll only be in there for 20 minutes. So I just firmed it till about 40 minutes in. And then it was so hot in there, it's like being in a microwave. Yeah. I was on my back. I've got beads of sweat just running down my forehead into my eye. Can't scratch it or like rub it off or anything because I'm pinned down. Start trying to find this buzzer. And then they're just in my ear saying, hold still, darling, like not too much longer. It's like, love, I need a break. They can't hear me. They're just waiting for you to press the buzzer that I don't have. Yeah. So then I was just stuck in there. So I was like, right, I'm just going to have to firm this here. But at least it was for a really good scan that was very useful.
Yeah. What's worse, that or the sauna at FIBO?
Honestly, it's close. I think I felt more unwell coming out the sauna at FIBO. That was like heat stroke. This one was very uncomfortable and just like Chinese water torture with the beads running down my face. But yeah, I wouldn't do either again.
No.
Apart from tomorrow when I have to do the MRI again.
Oh, really?
So yeah, following that, today I've had a few consults with surgeons. I went to see a guy in Leeds. So the thing with pec tears is you need to act quick, which is why I'm paying so much money to get this done privately and stuff like that, because it does matter for your success rate of like a full recovery, symmetrical pec and functionality and that. You've got basically a 2-week window where you need to have it operated on. So we're trying to get the ball rolling. So I went and met with a surgeon in Leeds today. He was class, to be fair. Very, very good. So he needs a MRI because he was laughing that the current one is not great. So now I'm booked in for another MRI tomorrow, which will hopefully be better. But it does mean I've got to go back up to Leeds to get that scan and pay more money, which is ridiculous. But regardless. And then luckily he's getting me in for surgery on Tuesday next week.
Sick.
So that's pretty efficient. Within 7 days, I'll have had it operated on.
Good.
So a bit of advice for everybody. If you want to... Actually, even better, I've got the price for it as well. How much do you think it is to get my pec functioning again, mate?
Just the surgery on its own?
Yeah, we won't include the MRIs I pay for. Just surgery.
A grand. A couple grand.
A grand, I wish, mate.
A grand.
It's a lot cheaper than I thought it would be.
Right.
So for reference, I was thinking 12 to 20k all in to fix my pec. He's come back with a banging quote of 6.6k for a new functioning pec, which, mate, honestly,
that's
I'm
half
happy
of what
with.
you expected.
Mate, it's
A third of
unreal.
what you
Like,
expected, yeah. Okay.
yeah, so most prices, like if you go to London, it can be a lot more than that.
So you're not doing that London consult now, then?
No, I've cancelled it just because this one's so much more convenient. And I
it's
went and
easy
spoke
to
to him.
get to.
He's done loads of these pec repairs. He's done one on a different bodybuilder. He showed me the photos and it was a mid job.
Yeah.
He's done pretty much the entire front row of the Harrogate rugby team, which is like a pretty big
Right,
team
yeah.
here in the UK. He's basically the only bloke in Yorkshire who does pec repairs. Like everybody just knows him as the pec repair guy, so he's pretty solid.
He's going to do a good job. That's what you want, right?
Yeah, and he can get me in quick. And I think location, time, and he's got a good history of it. That matters more to me than having to travel to London to get this guy to do it. But it's positive. But for everybody wanting some advice here, right? When something gets fucked up, assume the worst but hope for the best. So I've been telling myself since I did it, it's going to cost me about 20 grand, and I'm going to be out for about a year. In reality, now having spoke to him, the tear we think should be pretty straightforward. It is literally just tendon ripped off the humerus, full detachment. Tendon should still be attached to muscle, we hope. If the tendon's floating, that's more complex because you can't reattach a tendon to a muscle.
Right.
You can only reattach a tendon to a bone, so then I need a graft and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
But he's pretty confident because of the bruising and like where it is. It just literally looks like it's snapped off the humerus, which is what I expected anyway. So he reckons 6 to 9 months to be fully back at it, and it's only going to cost me 6 and a bit grand, which, when you compare that to me anticipating 20k in 12 months, it's a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Still shit, but a lot nicer.
That's good.
So just assume everything's going to be horrendous and way worse for you, and then when it's not, it's a nice positive.
Not sure that's exactly the advice I'd give to everyone, but yeah, sure.
It's the advice I'd give. And then if it's not, if it is as bad as you thought it was going to be, at least you knew it was coming. So, you know.
Yeah. Well, that is good. That is good. Yeah, because like I was going to say as well, where you were talking about your like you were actually in good spirits, like when it happened, like you weren't like it could have gone either way. And I was
kind of funny though, isn't it?
I was expecting the worst, but luckily, like even 5 minutes after, once you got on sat and spoken to Em, you came back, you were like making a joke about it, and I was like, oh, thank fuck for that.
You kind of. I'll tell you what, when it first snapped, like we're not idiots, we knew it just snapped. Like I always say this: when you broke a bone, you fucking know about it, right? When that crunched and my pec just gave out, like it's gone. You just know it's gone. I sat up, and it doesn't really hurt that much straight away, and then you start to think in your head like, my pec's just ripped off the bone. And then you just start to go a bit queasy. I went really pale, and I was just
Really
dizzy
pale.
as fuck.
It was
it
was weird.
It wasn't the pain. It was just the thought of like my pec's just snapped and now shriveled up across my chest, and I was just like, going a bit like, whoa, I was going to throw up.
You
and then that fades.
you did just go a different colour. It was
Yeah. But even now, like I'm not on any painkillers. I'm not on painkillers all day today. I know it's.
No.
I think it's just because it's not attached. It's just floating around somewhere. I can't move my arm, but it doesn't really hurt.
Yes, you just can't feel that area, right?
Not really. No, if I like wedge my finger in there, it fucking hurts.
Yeah.
But if I try and like move my pec, it really hurts. But for the most part, it's pretty pain free, which is quite nice. So I'm just keen to get the surgery because, like, right now, it feels like I'm just wasting time because it's not actually healing because it's not attached, so it can't heal. I need it to be attached, then I'm making progress.
Yeah.
So, and also those predicted recovery times are on the basis that I'm a normal human being. not on the basis that I'm going to become a lab rat for Chinese research chemicals, hypothetically. So, BPC and TB, when you guys experience a shortage of those compounds, it's because I'm just drinking them all. Like, meals 1 to 6, it's just 10 milligrams of BPC every day. And it should heal pretty quick, but I'm going to take it steady because it's not the sort of thing I want to fuck up, right? I don't want to re-snap it or anything. Yeah. But so mentally doing pretty well. Had some good news today, so excited just to get the surgery done and crack on with it. Really.
What is the process like after surgery? Is it so? I think you said to me it was like just lie still for 8 weeks, pretty much, and then you start doing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he was a lot more optimistic. Again, I'd prepared the worst, right? I just thought. Yeah. So for those who want this made me go a bit queasy as well. It turns out I'm not great with grotesque stuff. He was explaining what he's going to do to repair it. Oh. They basically get your humerus, drill 3 holes into it, and then so imagine like a button on a shirt. You know how you have the hole, and then you post a button through, like twist it, and then it like can't pull back through. So they're basically going to drill 3 holes in the bone, put 3 buttons on the pec tendon, push it through, stitch it together, and then that's like really fucking secure.
Okay.
So once it heals, it will be ridiculously strong. Yeah. Like it shouldn't snap again. But the thought of drilling into bone and then stitching to it is going to be a bit painful when I wake up. And one thing I do want to say is I've had so many people reach out to me, and I've spoke to so many people. There's a lot of obviously people in the industry who have gone through pec tears or just tears in general. Who have reached out with surgeons to speak to and all this sort of advice and stuff. And there's 2 or 3 guys that I know or have coached that have torn their pecs. Every single one has been really sound, yeah, you're going to be fine, you'll make a full recovery in that. But the next 8 weeks are going to be hell, just lock in, bro. Everyone's you're going to be fine. However, you're about to go through hell, mate. And I'm like, fuck. Okay. So I'm kind of enjoying this phase. I'm going to the gym tomorrow morning to train legs because I know that after Tuesday I'm going to be fucked for a little bit. Yeah. So, because right now, as I said, it doesn't really hurt. So, tomorrow morning legs.
You've had those conversations with people to see how you're going to feel in the next day.
I'd rather be naive, mate, and go into it thinking I'm going to be sound.
Well, because
the surgeon today said, you can get a nerve block on the day of the surgery, so it'll be really pain free basically straight after the surgery for the next few 24 hours, or you can just have shitloads of local anaesthetic. If it was me normally, I probably would have just gone, just local anaesthetic will be fine. That numbs it. Mm-hmm. I think based off people's opinions, I should probably take the nerve block.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think I'll opt for that one because waking up after they've drilled into your bone, that seems pretty uncomfortable.
How long's the surgery? Do you know?
I know nothing about it yet. I'm waiting for all I know is the price and the bloke, and I'm very confident in the bloke. His secretary is going to send me over all the patient care stuff and whatever, but it'll just be a day surgery and then I'll get driven back in the after. But it's again why it's nice being in Leeds because it's an hour away. Yeah. So I can get my dad just to pick me up and bring me back when I'm out of it and rest up. So unfortunately the Italy trip that we were talking about last episode, that's been postponed. Still think I'm going to Germany though, which is good. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Okay. The Italy trip's been postponed, so it's still going to go ahead, still happening. But you just don't
I'll go at some point for the meetings and stuff. It's just not right now's not really the time. I need to rest up and get better. Yeah. But in fairness, this week, and we will touch ever so briefly on this, snapping my pec was not the worst thing to happen to me. England getting shafted by Argentina has cut a far deeper hole. We were so much fucking better in the first 20 minutes. And in the last 20 minutes, it looked like we'd never played football in our lives. So that's all we'll say on that. You watched this game?
I stayed up for it, so it was probably my fault.
Worst game of the tournament, mate. No, I'll tell you what it is I have worn my England shirt every game this tournament, apart from Ghana, when we drew. That was the only game that I didn't wear my England shirt, right? Then I go and snap my pec, and I could not get that shirt on for the semis. So I made Em wear it, but it clearly wasn't the same.
She did wear it, did she?
She wore it, but clearly not well enough because we still got twatted. But no, I'm absolutely fuming. I'm devastated. I'm heartbroken. But I didn't care about football before the World Cup. I'll just go back to not caring, and then it hurts less. Yeah. So... But anyway, how are you, mate? How are your flat viewings and house viewings, if you want to talk about that?
Good, yeah. So we had an interesting Monday evening because I had a flat viewing at 4. So I was at Jack's, got Jack's about 2:30, 3. Went into Rotherham at 4. Had a viewing for a flat. Was nice, wasn't as nice as I thought it was going to be. Mainly because the whole building was covered in scaffolding, and the wraparound balcony that I was meant to have would have had builders walking around outside my bedroom window, which wouldn't have been too pleasant for the foreseeable.
That's a selling point, mate.
Yeah, I don't know how long the scaffolding was there for, so that was interesting. And the corridors and stuff were a bit bleak as well. It was an interesting one, but we moved on. But I had that one at 4, and then I had another one at 6. So I was like, I'll go back to Jack's, just chill out for a little bit because it's only 15 minutes away. Chilled out, and then went back at 6 o'clock to meet someone outside this flat in more central Rotherham. Waited outside for 25 minutes for no one to show up.
Class.
And I decided to just drive back home.
Should have just let yourself in, mate. Just knock on the door.
Well, I knocked on the door, tried to open the door, and nothing happened. So because it was a door to the corridor to the 3 doors that are in the apartment block.
Got you.
So I tried to I knocked, opened the door, I tried to ring the buzzer, nothing happened, no one came. And then they tried to email me saying that they waited for 20 minutes and I didn't show up when, well, I was outside your property and you weren't there. So
class.
So,
that's brilliant, mate.
Yeah, so decided to go back home. Was staying at Jack's anyway, but while I was back at Jack's in the evening, inquired for a few other properties to try and get a viewing for the Tuesday. Managed to get one viewing, which was great, and then the incident happened in the morning. A
slight detour to A&E.
Yeah, but luckily the viewing wasn't until 4 anyway, so it was fine. So went to that viewing. Was very nice. It was in Sheffield, not Rotherham, so a bit further away from the gym and Jack, but it was in a nice area in Sheffield city centre, and went very well. Was very happy with it. It was very nice, and I have put the deposit down, and literally about to sign a contract today.
Sick. So you're going to be living up here very soon.
10 days time.
Do you want to know why that's really convenient? I can't shower alone right now, and M goes to Spain, so I'm going to need a hand, mate.
Little do you know, this was my plan all along.
This was your plan all along. You know what? When I first moved gave me a really bad spot just so you can get in the shower with me. No, when I first moved to Rotherham, moved out from my parents, I'd split with my ex at the time, so I was alone living in Rotherham. The only person nearby was Finn, who I was training with at the time, a good friend of mine, and I was obviously I was in prep for a show. And so as a result, I had to get Finn round to shave my back and parts of my lower body ready for the show, which he kindly did. So, I think it's only right when you move to Rotherham, mate, you've got to come around and just hop in the shower and give me a little wash.
I'm sure I'll be able to do that at some point, yeah.
Perfect, mate. Let's get it booked in. I can't wait. But no, what are you most looking forward to being in Rotherham besides showering with me, obviously?
Have a decent training partner. Oh wait.
Yeah, mate, I got legs probably 7 times a week, and those leg days will consist of pretty much leg extension and probably seated hamstring curl. Brilliant. I've tried to think about what I can actually do. I reckon I can do more than what's probably advised.
Yeah, just right arm bicep curls.
Yeah, right arm bicep curls. I can hit a nasty teacup like to pose at the minute. It's just glued in that position, so. But no, it is just going to be German volume training in my legs for a bit. But I'll be back training, I think, pretty quick. It's just going to be loads of rehab work.
Yeah.
But I won't be training chest directly for some time. No. But I think, like, most other bits I should get back to, I reckon, within 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, so that's one thing I'm looking forward to, training at the hashtag Mecca. Getting a split in for there, which would be fun. And I'm
programming you a really heavy single on Smith Incline.
Yeah, I was waiting for that, yeah. But yeah, no, it'd be fun to have this off-season at Rotherham in Ultraflex. So yeah, looking forward to that. With all the kit that they have to offer, and also a bit of like independence, just living on my own for the first time, which will be interesting. See how that gets on. But yeah,
you say independence, mate. You are literally going to become a caretaker. Like, you've got a disabled patient, you're going to have to like look after.
Well, that's what I was going to say earlier. Because Em goes away, I move in that Monday. She leaves, so I am there.
Perfect
for that week.
It's the absolute perfect handover, mate.
Yeah.
I did ask this surgeon today, like, when do you reckon I can drive? And he answered genuinely. I'm not going to say who the doctor was because I don't want to get in trouble here, but it was just like, whenever you feel confident enough to, mate. I was like, I will go and get in my car and drive home right now, lad. Like, you shouldn't say that. Don't put that in writing. I'm obviously not going to drive. I'm going to be sensible. But he reckons genuinely within about 3 weeks post-surgery I'll be driving again, which is pretty rapid.
It gives you a bit of independence as well. You can actually go out without an Uber or M.
Yeah, Ubers are expensive. It's also like, I don't know, it's the first time I've had to experience it, is when an Uber pulls up, you open the door, you get in. And I was always getting in on like the passenger seat side. So in the UK, the driver's seat is on the right-hand side of the car. So I'll get in the left. My left arm's fucked. So I'd sit in, and then I just can't reach the door handle to shut it. And the Uber driver's just in the front looking at me like, mate, why is the door open? I'm like, 1 minute. Just trying to like reach across to shut it really awkwardly. And then worst part's then when you've got to get out. It's like I'm trying to kick the door open and then trying to like pull myself out really awkwardly. And they've just pulled over on like the side of the road and there's cars beeping at them. And I'm literally like hobbling out this car with a disabled arm. If they feel quite bad, they don't want to rush me, but at the same time, they're like, get on with it, lad, come on. Yeah. So that's been fun. I've bought a lot of new tools. I've been inspired, mate, by Fuad. So obviously, everybody knows Fuad. Abiyad had a motorcycle accident and a little bit worse than my situation, let's be honest. He paralysed one of his arms due to, I think, one of the bones in his neck or something. And so he's had to adapt to life with one arm. And I've listened to some of the stuff he's done. It's inspired me. So I've bought a chopping board with spikes on it. Because, if I try and cut some strawberries at the minute, as you know, they just fly across the room.
Yep.
And then it's not very helpful. So now I've got a chopping board with spikes on. You just, like, spike your chicken or your strawberry onto it. And then you just cut it one-handed. It doesn't slide about. It's great.
Okay.
I bought a shoehorn so I can put my shoes on a bit easier, one-handed. That's pretty granddad-esque. Weirdly convenient, though. Like, when I'm peak off-season, I'm defo still using that shoehorn, even when I've got two arms. It's like, you just don't have to bend over. Putting socks on, that's difficult, mate.
Is there no
Try and
tool
put,
for
like...
that?
I don't know, I've not looked. Yeah, the tool's called M, but... no, if you... Like, genuinely, everybody listens to this, right? When you go and put your socks on tomorrow morning, just do it with one hand only. Just do not use one, like, only use your right hand to put it on. It's so much harder than you think. You've got to, like, loop your big toe into it and then, like, pull it around. It's just a ball ache. So, I've been through this all before, because when I was younger, I snapped my thumb, like, completely sideways on my left hand. No, wait. My right hand. I snapped my right hand thumb completely sideways. So that was in full cast. I had, like, KYs in it and shit. So I've had to adapt and use my left hand for, like, putting socks on before and stuff, but... It's so much harder than I remember. I think it doesn't help that I'm now like 110 kilos versus 60 or whatever I was when I was a kid and snapped my thumb. Because you're not as easy to bend over in that. But that's been a challenge. I'm trying to think what else I've done. There's not a lot. My whole day's just been spent on the phone and complaining that my pec's in a different postcode.
Yeah, fantastic. So, that's an interesting week. A good one for me, but a not so good one for you. But
well, yeah, no, I've got more time to do podcasts now.
Yeah. Well,
I'm still in good spirits.
Definitely,
yeah. It's going to be me by myself, just staring at the screen, just saying, I'm doing okay, guys. Each week's going to get darker and darker as I get more into like day 17 and no training. Losing my mind. I have texted Kyle. Kyle has pulled my food down a little bit, obviously. I then asked him if I could do some more cardio just for mental state. And he's like, you can, but you're limited. He's like, 120 BPM, no higher. 2 lots of 30 days is fine. But you're not doing like 15k steps a day. And I was like, right, I can work with that. So we have 2 sessions of cardio that I'll do. And just sleep really and let it recover. It's just a time thing, I guess. Like, got the surgery sorted now, that's the main thing. So it's just to get that done and wait.
Sick.
Not a whole lot else to it. If anybody's got any questions regarding the pec tear and the recovery protocol, I will go through my hypothetical Chinese research experiment on here at some point because I'm obviously not actually doing it. It's all hypothetical and theoretical, so you can look forward to that one. But for the time being, that's kind of it. We wanted to do a quicker episode today. I think we've probably got a few questions from the last pod on the comments. So thank you for those people leaving those comments and all the positive feedback. Leave some more. Call me an idiot for snapping my pec, and I'll say, yeah, you're not wrong. But any... I'm on the wrong channel.
JC Fitness said, in fact, only here for the football talk. Some more football, please. So I'm sorry, you're now not listening.
Well, hang on, let's go through this in a little bit more detail. 1-0 up against Argentina. Why are we bringing on 6 defenders to the pitch, right? The defending champions, they've got Lionel Messi. I'm not sure Dan Burn's going to hold us out for the rest of that game. And funnily enough, he didn't, right? Because the other thought process is that even if we hold off for a bit, the minute they score 1 and suddenly we've got to score again if we want to win the game, we've got 6 defenders. We're not going to score.
Well, that's exactly what
that's
happened.
literally what happened.
Yeah.
I was watching it with them, and I was just like, oh no! I was literally started making changes. I was like, it's too early for this. It's not Mexico. It's not going to happen, and it didn't happen. And we've said, like, if only somebody knew that Argentina were going to score 2 in the late stages of the game. It's not like they've done it 4 games prior.
Yeah.
It's like, you should have done. Spain have played an absolute masterclass against France. Like, they went 1-0 up. They didn't start playing defensive. They carried on playing their game, and then went 2-0 up, and then it was game over.
Yeah.
If we carried on playing the way we were playing, I think we would have got 2 or 3. Like that first half, I think we were pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
And then, for whatever reason, when we scored, we then shat ourselves and
backed off.
Played horrendously. So it frustrated me a lot. And I'm not. What the fuck was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I think something just flew into my window or something. That scared me. But anyway, it frustrated me a lot. So yeah, that's enough football talk because I'm upset deeply.
The Spain Argentina final will be good. That'll be a good game.
I am Spanish. I've decided.
Yeah, I think most of England are, to be honest.
All in on Spain. Yeah, fuck Argentina. Vamos.
If Spain played how they did against France, then they've got a very, very good chance.
Spain still haven't conceded, have they, all tournament? I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
And they've played such boring football, but it's worked, so you can't fault it. It's literally Arsenal this season. But anyway, that is enough football talk. We're not a football podcast, so, and it also nobody agrees with anything anybody ever says on football. So, actually, our favourite segment of the podcast that we've nearly forgotten about.
Oh yeah, we do that now.
We have still got a what it's worth for this episode. I managed to scramble one together just before we started recording. I'll take the lead on this one, mate. I did think about doing one Peck related, but I thought I can't think of anything very original right now. And also, it won't be a lot of money for me because it's my reality. So, what is it worth, Harry, for yourself, mate? You have to let your mum run your social media for 3 months. You cannot brief her, train her, anything prior. You just have to say, Mum, run my social media, and she just takes over from right now. But, like, she has full access to you, so if she wants you to post a video of your push session, right?
Okay.
You just go and do it, give it to her, she edits it, captions it, does everything. But it's still of you, it's not of her. So it's like content of you, purely directed and chosen by her.
Okay.
First off, do you back her to do a good job?
I think so. I think she pays enough attention to what I currently do that she would probably just copy that. Yeah, which is credit to her. I don't know why she's watching what I do because there's not a lot going on. Also, you need to tell your neighbours to get that dog to shut up.
Let me mute. You keep talking, mate. Let me mute and I'll go turn it off.
Yeah, I think it's... I think she'd do a good job, you know. I think she would just copy what I do, which maybe that means she probably won't do a very good job because I don't do a great job. But yeah, I think it would be for 3 months. Did you say
3 months?
3 months.
You've not got a lot going on, so I reckon it's a good time to do it.
Yeah, I reckon I'd do it for. Yeah, she can do it for like $5,000.
That's low. You really don't. I don't know if that's a compliment to your mum or an insult to you.
We're going to go with the first one.
I'm going to take that as the second one. I think that's an insult to you, mate.
For you, it's going to be a lot more.
I don't know if it will. Again, it's the same kind of principle. Like my mum watches a lot of my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Let's do it for before the pec tear. Right, because after the pec tear,
no,
it's
it's
not going to be a lot
current
more.
situation. No, but the only positive from this pec tear is that I can spin it into some form of content.
Yeah, but
so actually, it makes it a bit harder.
Mum to do that.
Yeah, I reckon so. I can make it. She can make it like a. No, I don't know.
You have no say. It's all her.
Yeah, true. I can't even direct her. I'm thinking about this now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be even more. If it wasn't pec tear, I think it's easier. I think she'd again, similar to you, she'd look at what I'd done previously and kind of just continue that. The edits would be a bit more basic, but like even just solid clips and photos, it's still better than nothing.
Do they get
right?
more basic?
Not as some, to be fair. Hey, I did a good job on that reel of me snapping myself, and your 1,000-yard stare after you saw my pec snap off.
That sound effect, by the way, for anyone wondering, is not what I actually sounded like.
Oh yeah, no, I put that in after I did the audio. You couldn't hear anything.
Yeah,
there was a crunch, but I don't think. I think that's just because I could hear it like internal almost.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. So
I could.
Felt
I don't
it
know.
I heard that.
I think it was like I got punched almost. It was weird. It went across, but I don't know if it's kind of like a shock thing. I don't know if I actually heard anything, or if it was just the internal of something snapping. But I'm assuming a tendon ripping off a bone makes some sort of ping, and I definitely heard something like that. But yeah, I put it on the audio just to add a little bit of spice to it, because actually the video itself of the pec tear, I've seen a lot of pec tears. Mine was not very exciting. I'm wearing a baggy t-shirt. Yeah. You just kind of see one side drop a little bit. You don't see like it go ping, which is a good thing because I can't watch those videos. No. But at the same time, right, for my mum to take over my social media, it's going to go up a lot because that's the one thing I actually can still do at the minute is edit content, really, just badly and one-handed. For 3 months, most of my recovery, I'd do it maybe for like 18k. Let's get 3 times the price of my new pec, which is still low, I feel. But I do think she'd do an all right job. I don't think it's.
I think she'd please the sponsors. I think she'd do that.
Yeah, worst case, she'll just start posting photos of whey protein. It's like solid bum. Yeah, she might make more sales than I would in a month, to be fair. So yeah, that was my question. Below, please comment how much it would cost for your mums to run your social medias. Even funnier if you've not got like our social medias, we treat them as our business pages more so than actually our personal Instagrams. I think it'd be even funnier if it's your personal Instagram and your mum's running it.
Yeah, it's like your personal Instagram when you're 16.
Yeah, that'd be a lot more money.
Brutal.
Yeah, that is rough. What if your mum's like a hardcore England ultra and she's just posting like loads of like slander towards the Argentines at the minute? That'd be a much higher fee.
I don't think you'd have an Instagram for very long.
No, you would not.
Yeah. Right, do you want my one?
Let's go for it, mate. I'm ready.
Well, I was going to ask. What was I going to ask? I was going to ask how much to not train for the next 6 months, but you're doing that.
Cheers,
for free.
mate.
You're doing that for
free.
class.
So. No, I'm not actually. I'm paying to do that. It's costing me $6,500 to not train for 3 months.
No, so we're going to go with, again, current situation.
Yep.
How much to only crawl instead of walk for an entire day?
Current situation.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Fucking hell. I look like one of those zombies at the end of COD when you blow them up with a grenade and they're like one of the crawlers that just can't move. Because
if you're doing it with 2 hands and 2 legs, your lower back's going to be pumped anyway. You're trying to do it with 1 hand, so you're going to have to like jolt back and forward, try to move along the floor so you can actually move your hand.
This is a very sad thought in my head of just the image of me trying to crawl.
I can see it on the treadmill, mate.
The worst part is honestly just me trying to get up after. Like, I've got to my destination, I now need to stand up. It's like, when I get in bed at the minute, it's like, I'll lie back, I'm comfy there, but when you're actually lying back, to bring yourself forward, like, you kind of ab crunch, but I can't reach and pull myself up with my left hand on anything. And so if I'm sat and there's nothing to grab my right hand, I have to get Em to like come and help me up, or I'm just like a beached whale stuck on my back. And I physically can't roll onto my front because they wanted me on my front for my MRI, and I tried to get onto it and then like got to this position here where if I had to move this arm and then just drop onto my front because I can't use my other arm, and I didn't fancy doing that. So 1, I'm not even sure if I could crawl. 2, it's going to take me a long time to get anywhere. But I have very low self-worth at the minute, so it's not going to be that much money. Like, how much worse can it be? At least I can get paid for it. So again, let's say, how long did you say it was for?
Just a day. Just a day.
Just a day?
Just a day.
Honestly, I've not got many places to go for the next 24 hours. I could do with some money to pay off this new tit I'm buying. Yeah. So $6,500. Let's just offset, break even with the surgery. 7.5. I'll take an extra grand for my troubles of crawling around all day.
All right. Yeah.
What about yourself, mate? You're going to say like 50p.
This is how I get around.
I was going to say, that's how you run up the stairs, isn't it? Like a proper
yeah.
acoustic child, just like all fours up the stairs.
Yeah, for a day, pretty sure. Basically, like from my car to the gym and back again.
Yeah, but you got to think, you are going to be in the gym crawling between sets.
Yeah, I just put my headphones on, put a hat on.
What session do you have tomorrow?
It's cardio tomorrow. It's rest day.
It's rest day, so you're going to go into the gym and
Into
what do
pure
you do
gym.
for cardio?
Into pure
You're going to
gym.
go into pure gym on a treadmill.
Stairmaster, so I'll be actually doing that on the stairs.
You're going to be running up the Stairmaster on all fours.
Yeah. For half an hour.
Fucking hell. God.
Yeah.
How many people do you think would like low-key film you and put you on your story?
Well, I do it at 5 o'clock in the morning, so hopefully, usually it's quite quiet, but there's usually a few people on the treadmills next to me.
You're going to get some looks, mate. You're going to
It'll
get some
definitely
serious
be
looks.
posted somewhere from the security footage from the Pure Gym.
100%. Yeah, you'd be known as that guy in Pure Gym that crawls on all fours up the Stairmaster.
Well, luckily, I'm moving away soon, so it doesn't matter.
Well, there you go. You probably see that's probably a normal Tuesday morning in Ultraflex. So
Yeah, I'll probably do it for. Yeah, I'll probably do it for a couple grand. To be honest, I wouldn't take much. I'll say
covers your rent for a few
£5
months,
again.
doesn't it? Yeah, sort the rent out. Job's done. Not a bad deal.
Only one day. It's not that bad.
See, that is mental to me that you're gonna ask for £5 for that. Yet you'll do like a months long eating thing for like whatever you said, like 40k. What did you say for that? 10k.
Yeah, well, yeah, we got a comment about it as well. He said, Braden, pay that man 10k and make the video right now.
Right. So for for double the price of just crawling on your legs, on your hands and knees for like 24 hours, you would eat a random amount of food each day for 30. That is meant. You've got that so backwards.
I've got it forwards, mate. That's what I put it.
You're going to be running up the Stairmaster on all fours and then going home to eat 12,000 calories.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive. Right. What have you got coming up over the next few days, mate? Anything exciting?
What have I got coming up?
Are you checking your calendar live?
Yes,
What an exciting life, mate. It's definitely going to be like, eat meal 1, 7 a.m. Eat meal 2, 9:30.
Well,
train.
because I'm on a stupid split, I've got all my training days in my calendar.
Oh, yeah, your split is.
Because I've got
I think
10-day
Harry's
splits,
split for the off-season was a 10-day split. And if anybody's not seen Harry's stage photos this year, please go and look at them. And then we knew his quads were overdeveloped, okay? For the last year and a half, since he was last on stage, he has done legs, quads specifically, 3 times a month. That was it.
Yep.
Once every 10 days, you did quads once.
Yep. 6 sets every 10 days for 2 years.
And they were that big still.
Yep.
Like, it does not compute in my head. Like, we may as well just stop training them at this point.
I don't know how it happens, but I'm not complaining.
Maybe we're just overtraining every other body part. I'm just going to pull you back to baseline volume when we start the off-season properly and just see if you just grow more.
Down.
You'll be in the gym for like a half hour a day and then grow more than ever.
Yeah.
But no, it is mental how little you trained and how much you grew.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've got to check my calendar every day to see what I'm actually training because I have no idea what day of the week it is.
Solid, mate. I have to do that as well. I'll wait. It's legs. That's me for the next month.
Over the weekend, nothing on really. It'll be a case of just like now sorting out all my shit coming up for moving out next week.
Have you got a lot to sort out, or are you pretty?
I've not got I'm not a hoarder, so I've not got excessive amounts of stuff. So it's like just literally just like my clothes.
I do think it's a lot easier because when you live at home still, you only have a bedroom.
Yeah.
So you're kind of moving one room into multiple rooms. It's when you've actually then had an apartment or a house for a bit, and then you've built up multiple rooms worth of stuff that when suddenly it comes time to move, you're like, I've got so much crap everywhere.
Yeah, because like I've got to go and get like toaster, kettle, microwave, cushions, like duvet cover. Like I've got to get all of that shit because I don't have that yet. So that's like, but I'm not. We're going to do that when we get to Sheffield. We're not going to do it.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, fucking Tesco job, mate. Yeah, Tesco, HomeSense, and then Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, and then like IKEA or something for like some like chest of drawers or something.
Oh, we love an IKEA trip. I went to IKEA many times recently.
Yeah.
But I have to go with them, and bless her, she's great at like artistic vision and interior design. She's just not great at size referencing. So like we'll go in and we're like, we needed lampshades the other day. Exciting, I know. We go in, we need a lampshade for the living room and for the hallway and for a few other places. And find just a nice bog standard lampshade, like just one of those cylinder ones that just goes around the outside. Mm-hmm. There's a small one and there's a massive one, right? I think I was on a phone call or something and she was proper pondering between two different ones, and I look at her and I was like, small one, definitely small one for both. Like that, the big one was massive, like clearly just too big. She's like, no, the small one looks stupid in the living room. And I was on a phone call. I had to get back, so I had a meeting. I was like, I knew I wasn't going to win the argument. Like, whatever I said, it was going to be wrong. I was like, it's going to be too big, but buy it. We'll get the receipt, whatever. Yeah. We get home. She unboxes it, puts it on, and she just goes, you might have been right. It was like closer to the walls than it was to the light. It was that big. So we had to return that one.
The small one looks fine. The small one looks good.
Well, it's almost like it's the right size for the room, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny that.
Who'd have thought? But anyway, she's got far better taste than I do, so I can't really complain. And she builds all the furniture. This is a great, like,
she's the man of the house.
I've won here, right? I have to buy it all, fine. I don't have to build shit. She will build all the fucking tedious shit, like bought a barbecue the other week. Barbecues are the most painstaking things to put together. Didn't have to touch it. It's mint. No. She's just like a proper little handyman. Perfect. You just put some music on for her. It's like Lego for adults. She'll just crack on and get it done. It's mint. I love it. So, yeah, credit to her. I just clearly get pegged. That's the only downside. And on that note...
You can't even get on all fours now.
Fuck you know. I can't defend myself. I can't fight back. No, right. Yeah, so that was the story of how I've absolutely blown my pec to smithereens. But it is what it is. We remain positive. At least it was on video. It was quite funny.
How many views is that on now?
Like 200k, which is like, it's not bad. I would have liked a few more for my troubles, but I'll take 200k. Yeah, so there'll be more podcasts. That's all I can say now, is I've got a lot of spare time on my hands. Like, the next few days are pretty busy because I'm cramming in as much as I can in before surgery, because right now I'm still relatively able-bodied. I think the first 2 weeks post-surgery are going to be pretty rough from what I've heard. So I'll get those off and then do some really exciting physio exercises for 4 months, and then I will go straight back to the gym and I'll put 4 plates on that Smith machine and I will send it through the roof.
Perfect.
That is a joke. I am absolutely petrified of pressing anything.
I'm not surprised.
It's like, for those who don't know, I dislocated my shoulder a few years ago now, playing football, and I re-dislocated it, dumbbell shoulder pressing. I have never dumbbell shoulder pressed since. I just do lateral raises or a Smith shoulder press, and that is it. I don't think I'm ever going to Smith press again, genuinely.
Really? Yeah.
Maybe like a plate and a half or 2 plates max. Yeah. I'm not going like 3 plates more, no chance.
Yeah, well, because after you took you to hospital, I went back and trained, and I trained push. Yeah. I didn't go near the Smith for one, but but on the when I was pressing, I was very, very tentative, just like
honestly.
I didn't even tear my pec. So like, how you're feeling and how you're gonna feel going back?
Since I've done it, I've had form videos from clients for like pressing videos, and I know nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, no.
I am sat there every rep like wincing, just waiting for it to tear, because it's like, the scary thing is I still like can safely say I don't think I did anything wrong. No, my form was spot on. I warmed up properly. Yeah. It just went for a while. It's more scary the fact I don't know why it went is what scares me. So it's just like, shit can just happen. So if you listen to this and you've got a push or anything for that matter, just know that at any rep, at any random moment, your tendon could just rip off the bone and you are fucked. So yeah,
so enjoy your training, everyone, this week.
Yeah, good luck, guys. Everyone's going to be resetting lifts now.
They're all going to be messaging you saying, "What surgeon are you using, mate?" I've done it.
Yeah, I've got some serious record. I've got a list on my phone of like pretty much any surgeon in the UK that can perform a pec tear reattachment. So if you need anything, I'm your guy. But no, right, we'll get plenty of podcasts up. I've got a YouTube video to come on the actual tear. Thanks for watching. Please do leave any comments below about this, or just about anything in general that we can answer. Tell us about your worst injury as well, because this is certainly the worst I've experienced in the gym.
And leave leave any how much questions down below as well.
What it's worth questions. That'll be good to hear, because we need some entertainment here. We've done 3 episodes now, and I'm already scraping the barrel for questions. Mainly because I didn't have time to prep today, but I'll be better. I'll be more organised next week. I'll make up for it. But right, thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.